travel to a faraway jungle to find the source, each having their own reasons. Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation.
So, after many days of travel through the jungles of Chult, our party ventured into the lost city of Omu, and there they struck a bargain with Fenthaza, the high priestess of the Yuan-Ti, who had taken up residence not so long ago. Should they kill Raznazi, she will gift them 2 more of the magical cubes they have been collecting from the shrines of the 9 gods. With all 9 cubes in hand, our party then made their way to the great black obelisk at the edge of the city, where they used the cubes to enter the great stone door leading into Cliff Face itself. Beset on every side with traps and creepy ceiling-crawling skeletons, our party ended their last session with a long rest, courtesy of Vargo's Leomund's hut. It is coming up on midday. You're all awakened, refreshed. Spells and spells storing items will be fully restored. But Felris, you wake with a start. Deep in your dreamlike state, you were once again drawn into the Omuan dream of darkness and death. It's the same familiar dream that has plagued your sleep every rest since arriving in the lost city of Omu. In the dream, you stand in the heart of a once bustling city of Omu, whitewashed walls and elegant structures reaching skywards, sunlight glinting off glass and gold-shaped domes. When all of a sudden, chaos erupts. The magnificent sprawling cityscape explodes upwards as black coils of smoke shoot skywards, intermingled with ash and large blocks of stone that begin to shower the city. A gaping hole appears near the city center, spurting lava like a severed artery. As the blocks of stone and lava rain down on the city, crushing people all around you, and the ash and smoke block out the sky, you notice an ominous presence in the streets ahead of you. A familiar figure, gaunt and skeletal, standing tall at around 7 feet with a gnarled and ancient staff in one hand. The staff is adorned with a skull at its tip. Traversing the corpse-littered street, it moves slowly towards you. It is clad in tattered, purple robes, the worn fabric hanging loosely upon its emaciated frame. The figure's face lifts, turning towards you with an unsettling deliberation. Its sunken eyes look bereft of any life, and fixated on your being, it seems to bore into the very depths of your soul. Those deep, dark points of dead light seem to possess an uncanny ability to penetrate directly into every fiber of your being, leaving you feeling vulnerable and exposed. And then it blinks out of existence and reappears right in front of you, 10 feet closer than your previous dream. The figure raises an empty skeletal hand towards you, and as the fingers begin to extend, bang, your eyes flash open, and in an instant you find yourself sitting bolt upright, cold sweat squeezing through your pores as you sit in the stone-cold corridor inside this trap-filled dungeon.
Disturbing your beauty sleep, are we?
He just gets up or gets on one knee, grabs his bag, and frustrated pulls out some of his paper and tries to, I don't know, point down where he might have been within the city.
I would say you were standing about 200 feet from the white tree towards the center of the city itself, where there is now a gaping hole of lava.
I think this place is just getting to me.
I'm in your drawing, so yes. It must be. She'll crown her head to see if she can get a look.
Sort of hiding it, but kind of also busy.
I will not pry of your dream drawings. Gods know what they are.
Only I could ask one.
Well, if you pray hard enough, they usually answer. I think.
I don't have a connection at one like that.
Maybe you just need to find one, huh? What do you desire most in your life, and then find the god that matches that?
That is too much introspection for how busy we are at the moment. Perhaps when we're not stuck in Lich's lair. Slams the book shut.
Maybe this is the best time. You know, when you are maybe about to die, you know what you truly want in life.
That's why you go killing people all the time, Zelena.
Yes, it is. I want revenge for everything.
Ooh.
And somebody has to keep you all alive.
That's true. Thanks, Lunan.
She'll just scowl at him. As if I don't do anything, neither does this. I suppose our little sacrifices don't matter, do they? With wizard.
You know, if you want to talk about your dreams with us, you can, right? I'm curious about this. For how long have you been having this?
Well, suppose first time was quite a while ago. Before I'd come to Chult, but it's not like it was ever frequent. Didn't really think much of it. Started happening more when we got here. Well, to this jungle, and how did we reach Omo? Or not Omo?
Sounds like divination to me.
Been happening every night.
Hmm.
Don't know, is it something you can detect? Perhaps?
Perhaps. Any particular moment or incident that triggered these experiences?
I suppose the whole thing might have started once we got to the city. Times started peacefully, sometimes in the middle of chaos, and There's this figure, and I guess he shows the potentially crude drawings, I don't know, of what he remembered from the dreams.
Roll performance.
I
That
could
is a
do
good-
that.
Yeah, that is a good call, really.
Uh,
He shows you his
A little.
notebook and flicks through a couple of the pages, and on them you see some reasonably realistic drawings of like some sort of a skeletal figure. You recognize one or two of the towers in Omu in the city, and the gaping lava. In one of them, there's like a massive explosion, followed by a picture next to it of like this big black orb of nothingness and buildings exploding outside around it. The third picture, the great lava, is where the orb expanded from. And then there's another one where the dream seems to start over again, and he's standing in a street surrounded by corpses and the skeletal figures reaching out to him. And the next 2 pages on is almost the same one, but this time the skeleton's even closer. Until the last sketch, where it's almost taking up the entire page.
My God, Boris, your drawing skills are amazing. DM, I have a very specific question. Will Vargo recognize this as a leech?
That is a good question. Based on his performance check and how good his drawing is, why don't you roll me an intelligence check?
Intelligence or Arcana?
Intelligence.
Alrighty.
Because I'm looking for a correlation between his drawing.
Nope.
From what you know, if the brief glances and everything, the sketches are a little. They're not as detailed. Being that they were in a dreamlike state, there might be a few details missing. It's definitely some sort of a skeletal figure, and you could definitely see it's undead, but 100% you aren't able to say so.
Alrighty. Looks like certainly an accursed creature. I don't envy you having to copy with that in your dreams every now and then.
As dreams typically go, luckily, it escapes my mind quite quick. A few steps after waking, it's gone. I try and draw them to remember. I don't know, piece something together.
I'd be more concerned that there is an undead man in your dreams.
Surely it wouldn't be real.
Well, nobody should be dreaming about undead, real or not. Do you know how much they
Nightmares
spell?
aren't exactly uncommon.
They say what?
Nightmares aren't exactly uncommon.
Oh, you maybe. I do not have nightmares.
Do you usually have nightmares yourself, Yarmena?
No, of course not.
To have nightmares when you don't sleep.
Do I believe her?
Exactly. We don't,
You could roll an
I do
insight
not.
check if you want, and she can contest it with a d20 and
In whichever skill she chooses.
exactly.
Yeah, today is going to be one of those days. It
Oh.
seems.
I mean, even if she rolled a 1.
We don't dream, and like you know, we sit there and we reflect on ourselves and our life and what we do
Yeah,
in
I've seen-
godforsaken jungle.
I've seen your kind, Lydia. And yourself.
Indeed. I wonder what it is like to dream. woke up to somebody in a dream and
Oh, it's not
Mhm.
funny. Yeah, not at all in my experience.
no,
No, almost MBU, actually.
I've heard
Almost.
they can be quite pleasant. But I suppose maybe not.
Only if you start believing in them.
Oh,
You can try it yourself, right?
I've never tried. I don't know. He looks at Lunan. Can we?
Can we what?
Can
Get
we
moving?
even try and? I mean, that is something we should probably do. But can we even try? I've never
Dream?
tried. Yes.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think I can put you to sleep even, so
no, I don't think you can.
maybe
I
with
mean,
some
you could
more
start.
power. Maybe with
You
some
could
more
start.
powerful magic.
You could start reading aloud from Vargo's book and see how far we go.
I've
Now,
heard.
no, that's a good way for you to enter the internal dream land. She will
Just
probably
break
stab you.
Just break your nose of boredom on falling asleep. Yeah.
I've heard of a spell that can even put elves to sleep. Would you like to experience it at some point, Joanna? I will do that for you. I will learn that spell.
If you mean sleep permanently, no, thank you.
No, not. I believe it's a couple hours.
I don't know if I can.
Interesting. Vargo takes notes. In the while he's taking notes, he just casually whispers to you. Not whispers, but tells you, Barris, if you see that thing of your dream on your dreams of your dreams in person, Barris, please make sure to tell us. It will be better for all of us to avoid it if possible.
Whatever it is, it isn't around. Not anymore, at least. We
Do you
should,
think it has something to do with the masked figure we saw yesterday?
figure?
We saw someone with a mask hiding in the shadows downstairs.
Couldn't really tell. It would be possible, I suppose.
Oh, speaking of masked and shady things, I'm pretty sure that somebody reset the trap in the room down there. Should point to the like rusty magnetic thing that they had to contend with last time.
Oh no. Well, now it doesn't matter for Fargo. But how do you know that?
I saw them.
Can I try it, DM? Can I take a coin or something and throw it to see if it works again?
You can do. Roll a. I mean, how far are you trying to throw the coin?
I mean, I will try to move like around there and throw it. I don't know. If I recall correctly, the thing started to pull us when we crossed that way, more or less.
Okay, what kind of a coin are you throwing?
Let's see. Obviously, copper.
Okay.
So cheap.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. You can add your dex or your strength modifier. So basically, I suppose, an athletics or an acrobatics check.
That works.
Where were you aiming for the coin to go? Like, how exactly are you throwing it? Directly at the shield at the far end, or?
No. Just throw it in the room
All right.
to see if it's magically pulled towards the shield again.
Okay. Looking straight ahead, standing from where you are. I'm just checking. Okay. You toss the coin expertly as it slowly arcs in the air and lands exactly at the spot that you pinpointed where you wanted it to land. And no sooner than it bounces on the ground, it gets sucked and pulled into the darkness beyond your dark vision. And at the end you hear a clang and then the crumbling of dust.
Alright. Who was this person or entity that put the trap? Again, Jerlena, sorry?
I didn't really get a good look at them, but they came in from the room that had. Was it a mirror or a shield that was in the room that had the
shield.
coffin? The shield.
A coffin.
Crystal window.
Yeah, the crystal window. Yeah.
Okay.
They came in from there. At least it looked like they came in from that room, but there was another window. But I don't know. They came in, they fiddled with it, and then they left.
Alright. It clearly has to do with the functioning of the entire dungeon. Still, I have to say, I'm a little bit impressed by this place. I'm taking notes for the future.
You want to make somewhere like this?
I was just about to say, why would a wizard need, like, a death trap like this?
Are you planning on becoming a lich? Because if you are, then I will have to kill you.
I'm
You know
not.
what?
I'm not. Don't worry. Necromancy is not my thing. But I do want to be a shop owner.
Talena, he said but, so we are reliable to believe that he is.
Yes, that is true. He's done it now. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to smite you out of existence.
It's always good to be ready for everything.
Firstly, I would like to see you trying. Secondly, I want to be a shop owner. I want to be a shop owner at some point, and I will need a way to keep my wares safe. Honestly, I believe that it's a wizard thing, you know.
Okay. So you want to be an not evil necessarily, but necromantic version of Quip.
Where are you getting the necrotic part out of?
You admit the Quip part.
Maybe, yeah.
Perhaps
Was
the
it because-
necromantic part is coming from our surroundings.
Oh no. If I make a dungeon, I will not make it that just leave me alone kind of thing.
What would you make your dungeon?
I'm sorry for being a traditionalist here, but I want a tower. Floating
What is it with wizards and layers, anyways?
I
it so
told you.
common?
I think it's a wizard thing. I don't know.
I think most wizards need to compensate for the size of something.
That is true.
A hat. Margot is not wearing a hat. That's why.
I mean,
If we get you a hat, will you be satisfied?
actually, I don't like hats really that much.
A wizard doesn't like hats.
The one with the biggest hat is always the most powerful. Just remember that.
Yep, that's Yeah.
One of
Let's
the
move
5
on.
core truths of this world.
Margot, if you fight that, I'm just gonna say you're gonna take psychic damage trying to just make sense of what Dustin just said to you. I mean, just
Oh, no, don't worry. I'm not even going to try.
Poor Parker.
Oh boy.
I'm just checking in on with everyone. We're not planning to go back to the fountain for now.
Do you want to drink from that? Oh my
no.
god.
I think everyone here has established no one wants to drink from the fountain, but everyone wants someone else to do it.
That was I that suggested that we take a buyer with us, and if we take someone prisoner, we make it drink the water. Oh my god.
Oh, why didn't we bring the frog people?
Juice! You are fucking.
Destroy our
God.
allegiance.
Dustin just rubs his eyes, having to deal with the 3 supposed scholars again. Just.
I feel like I just got mind whipped. Oh my god.
Oh,
Is anyone here able to speak with animals?
I'm pretty
Specific
sure
word
that
that Vargo can speak with.
I'm pretty sure Jarona thinks she can speak with animals.
Maybe we could convince a rat to drink from it.
But
Didn't you speak with those sharks last time?
Mm.
Don't you have a ring or something that lets you speak with
Oh,
animals?
I do have a ring. Let me. If I do, I don't have it anymore. Maybe
Oh.
it was a scroll.
You used to specifically speak to the sharks.
I don't know if I did speak to the sharks. I can't remember.
You spoke about them at least.
Oh, I think I just. It was probably an animal handling, maybe, or something.
Remember, Jordana, if you speak with the sharks, that's totally fine. If they speak you back, then we have a problem in our hands. Just.
I don't remember the shark speaking.
We did have a ring of animal influence, I think.
I don't think it was that.
I just went back to the treasure vault, and there is a ring of animal influence.
I'm also
That's-
gonna do that.
But anyways, why would we need to speak with animals at the moment?
You want to get the squirrel to drink the water, don't you?
I struggle to imagine how that has anything to do with it.
What squirrel?
Well, it doesn't have to be a squirrel. It could be any animal around.
Oh,
Well, there
okay.
are
Sorry, I was just like, are you all starting hallucinating squirrels now? I mean, if I hadn't seen the skeletons crawling on the walls, I would believe that too.
What happens to you all? Have you slept? Well, let's proceed.
Well, where will we go today? Are we going to go downstairs or?
That's a good question. I think last time we capitulated on exploring this floor first.
I mean, Dustin is
there
just
was something there, right?
Justin, except for this creepy crawly crawling on the wall here, and Dustin looks around to see if there's any skeleton crawling somewhere.
I wonder if
nice
the skeleton
nice
friend is
jump.
around.
Luna wants to investigate this placard a bit more carefully now in the day.
Okay. Bearing in mind, even though it's the daytime, it's still dark down here. There's no light source except, at the moment, your dark vision.
No,
I
Bargo
think
is
we
carrying a
have
torch
several-
with him.
Sources, yeah.
I'm going to assume then, Vargo, you've lit the torch before traversing around the balcony.
But it's the ever flaming thing.
Sorry, so you've pulled that out. So you're gonna
That's
be
right.
walking-
I will forget it's a lantern, not a torch.
A lantern, yeah. Okay, so you got the ever-burning lantern with you, casting light for everybody, yes?
Yes.
Okay, just so we are clear then.
Right now I don't have a shield, so it's staff in one hand, lantern in the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your shield is lying as rust in the bottom of the other room.
Yep.
Okay then. Lunan, as you lead the party around the narrow confines of the balconied corridor, the grand chamber in front of you is 50 feet across and plunges down into the darkness below. Flashes of ever-burning lantern brighten up the stone balcony as you make your way around towards the plaque that sits on the wall. The bronze plaque is fixated on the wall at about hip height. As you take a look at it, you can read it is written in common. Bear with me 1 second. Did I not post the first time into the chat what it said? Ah, not bad. In darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. The keys turn on the inside only.
That was what it said on the outside too, right?
Not really. It's missing the first part, the one about fearing the night when the Forsaken One ceases, and
Oh,
it also is missing 2 of the 6 advisors. The
Could we
enemies
have
oppose, and one stands between them.
could we have these texts written down in a channel somewhere?
In general, main chat.
I'm thinking, could we make a new channel just for like
Crazy theory.
texts? Yeah.
Or handouts, yeah, I can see that.
yeah. Or we can just stick everything to the to the main chat, but that wouldn't work. So well,
I'm
Handouts, bag of holding, then treasure vault.
there it is. Handouts.
Mhm.
That should do. So I'm curious to know why half of the message is missing.
is the plaque damaged in any way or overgrown?
No, not at all.
Okay.
There it is.
Ah, good job. I was looking for that, for something to add in, but good one.
It's so why I'm looking for more important images, and I just passed through 8 of cats without error for some reason. All right. Yeah, I think that's the most important one at the moment. I mean, if we don't have any idea, we might as well proceed. Don't you think so?
Also,
I'll add the the second part, just so that you know you've received 2.
So the masks we have now, 3 of them?
3.
I think we only saved 2. Oh, we got 3? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one. I gave it to Lunan, and I know Jelena had 1 or 2.
I think I had just the one.
I think you've got 1 sitting on your forehead. Then I know that there were 3 that did not burn.
We can distribute them however we want right now. Who should have one?
If someone wants mine, they can have it. I don't mind.
Is there any particular reason why we wouldn't want to be seen?
Be able to attack from a distance without being attacked yourself.
Fair enough. Bargo puts on a mask.
That was easy.
I feel maybe
Valdis?
Valeris as well. Yeah.
Yeah, then we'll take hers off and hand it to Varys.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will point out that the light source may be a problem for that particular purpose.
In darkness it hides.
I will take out the lantern and rely on the dark vision provided by my goggles.
Okay, so you put your goggles on and you close the lantern as the light
Mhm.
blinks out.
Yes.
Silence permeates through the tomb except for the odd sound of trickling water and rubble.
Are we all wearing masks at the moment?
We don't have masks, all of us. I think Lunan has one and Jelena has one.
Can we fast track? Oh well. Can we fast track to taking masks for everyone and come back? Just being careful of not losing any metal thingy in the shielding.
No, but the masks were burned.
We don't
You burned them all.
Ah, it's true. I did that.
Dustin has this look of confusion and frustration on his face at the same time. It's just like, oh, the wizard is going over the banister in any moment.
At some point, you just lose track of all the things you burned, right, Barrows?
So Valeris, you can mark yourself with an M as well, a blue M, and then it's us 3 that have this
fair
one
enough.
for now. And then if we want to send Dustin in to sneak somewhere, we give it to him.
Honestly, I think I can live without a mask. That's it. Here you go.
And you can sneak ahead, Dustin.
Price of burning the mask.
Yep.
And there is a little corridor going north as well.
Oh, will you look at that? Is it another happy hole?
Right. As you stand in the center of this balconied area, you notice a corridor eastwards that branches out for about 30 feet. At the end of that corridor, at the end of the passageway, a striking sight comes into view. A colossal stone skull, its formidable visage encrusted with the verdant shrouds of moss and vines, almost as if long hair is falling down either side of its face. The skull itself juts out from the wall with an imposing presence. Within the hollows of its eye sockets, 2 flames flicker with an ethereal glow, casting a haunting illumination upon the corridor in front of it. Through the open jaws of the stone skull, the light almost seems to afford a glimpse of a chamber on the other side. The corridor to the north, from where you are, extends forwards just out of your vision, Lunan.
You guys investigate that corridor.
Can you repeat that?
Should me and Yarlena take the northern one and you guys this one?
All right. Barrels, I guess you choose. There you go. Good boy. You still have your detect magic stick, right?
Do.
How many charges does it have?
Gains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
Yeah, because I
1d3.
think you have one left when we last played. You're worried about
Yep.
using the last one, so go ahead and roll your charges. Who else has got rechargeable items they've used?
Every time I take a long rest, I recover a charge of the
Crystal
wrath
rod,
of,
yeah.
of spellcasting.
Yeah, the crystal rod.
I have.
Roll.
Yep. Now I have 5.
Yeah, it's set. But Valorous needs to roll for his wand of magic detection.
I'll roll a d6 and 1 to 2 is 1 charge. 3, 4 is 2 and 5, 6 are 3. Because I don't think you can do 1d3 in this.
Yeah, no, that
They exist, I think.
2 charges then.
2 charges.
Awesome. Okay. Dusted, leading both the wizard with no pointy hat and the tiefling sorcerer too without a pointy hat towards the great big stone skull. As you get closer, you can indeed see something on the other side. Oh. Gosh darn it.
I thought I should tell you that, by the way.
Go on.
I sent it to you. I'm actually wearing a ring, as you might remember.
You DM'd me, good man, let me see. Yes, now let me...
Just in case you want to throw that in at one point, if there's something nasty about it. I forgot if there was, but we'll see. But yes, so you can look through the skull into this room.
Okay. That is the one... Hold on, I'll... Perfect. Good. Okay. So then peering, yeah, you can see beyond into the skull as you just peer a little bit into it. It is the mouth. The mouth of it is probably about 2 foot high, 1.5 foot wide. it would be easy for a small creature to squeeze through. A medium creature, probably if they didn't have any armor or anything on, could get through as well. But as you peer down and look inside, through the other side, you can see what looks like a chamber. And as you look around, your eyes grow accustomed to the dark. There looks to be a sarcophagus in the chamber. And just before you tear your eyes away, you look up onto the ceiling and you notice the skeletal legs of a crawling skeleton standing still. I'll let you digest that as we move over to Lunan and Yelena.
Out into the darkness.
Moving closer, as you depart, leaving the balcony behind you, you step into the corridor. As you look around, you notice on the walls of the corridor a breathtaking spectacle unfolds. As intricately carved birds seem to take flight, their forms are etched with meticulous detail and artistry. In a mesmerizing dance, these sculpted creatures seem to soar and swoop across the expanse of the passage, lending an air of grace and freedom to the enclosed space. Near the northern edge of the corridor, a formidable obstacle comes into view, casting a deep, foreboding presence in the passageway. A large adamantine propeller, adorned with 5 gleaming blades honed to a razored edge, stands as a sentinel, blocking the path forward with an imposing and unyielding presence. 10 feet beyond, the corridor opens up into a room.
In propeller?
Just see how far you can get the ruler out. Oh, okay. With your dark vision, you can see right to the end. That's a bit tricky, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna give you... Hold on. I'm gonna give you that much.
Jesus.
Yeah, what you can see beyond looks like the room opening up. There's a great big wedge of blackness that you cannot really see past. It looks like the floor is slightly sunken. And on the other side, close to the opposite wall, a treasure chest of some sort.
And the propeller spins at a speed where it feels like you would hurt yourself badly if you would go into it, I assume.
Yes. The propeller, in fact, is not spinning, sorry. The blades are standing still, but it does look like they're quite sharp and would do a significant amount of damage.
Does it look like you could squeeze through? If it stays non-moving?
Yes. There are 5 sharp blades, so 1 is standing upright, 2 are at an angle, and 2 are almost lying parallel with the floor, or perpendicular to the floor. So, there are 2 gaps either side of the central blade sticking upwards.
And turns around looking at Jarlena. Should we squeeze through? Or try to?
You don't think it's going to suddenly try and murder us?
I'm sure it will.
Then lead on. What is a little bit of murder?
Does it look like in the central part that you could take it apart? Like unscrew it in essence?
You're about 10 feet away or 8 feet away, so roll a perception check for me.
This first roll. 22.
Okay, 22 is good enough. Sorry. So, from where you stand, you can see that the blades themselves are connected, almost welded to the central shaft. You can't see any gears or attachments or bolts or holes. It probably looks like it's one big piece of metal.
Probably magical. Maybe we should check. If we take 10 minutes, I can check if it is. Or we just walk up and touch it and see what it does.
I
What you said.
can throw a dagger at it if you want. I have one that was not turned to dust.
Isn't it better to just throw some gravel on it?
Or that, I guess. Are there any like rocks on the floor or something?
There is nothing on the floor. The corridor
Oh.
itself is carved out of natural stone.
Immaculate.
Those
They're
those
very good at keeping
skeletons
this
doing
place
some
clean.
work.
I think you've still got like one scimitar that you picked up off the Yanti.
Oh, do I? Well, I'll throw the dagger. Cause I think I have a dagger.
Alright.
I swear I do.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll for me. You're
Lunan
I'm just
raises
double-checking.
the shield a bit in case it bounces back at him.
I do not have a dagger. The dagger is dead. I thought I did. She'll throw. She has a short sword that she can throw.
Yeah.
She'll throw that.
Don't throw it. Lunan just takes a step forward and takes out his machete and point. But
Alright.
just take the edge of this machete and pokes at it.
With a passive perception of 18, as soon as you take one step within 5 feet of it, you recognize the click sound and feel the ground beneath you almost vibrate as it drops a half an inch. Within not even seconds, but almost instantaneously, the propeller in front of you springs to life with a loud sort of whirring sound.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to spin.
In which direction, Liam?
I need you both to roll initiative for me, please.
Initiative.
Initiative, that's fun. Oh, yes.
Okay, well, Yelena, on part 27, as you see Lunan take one step forward and you follow him, the blades in front of you start to spin. What do you do?
Do they feel like they'd start drawing us in?
At the moment, they're not spinning fast enough to discern that.
That's fine. I'm just wondering if I have something that could like stick up the mechanism, but I don't think I do. I
Lunan.
have insect repellents, salve, and some fruit, which probably will not stop the thing from spinning. So she'll take a step. She'll take a step back, so that she'll take 2 steps back, so that if Luna wants to move back, he can.
So you're going to move 10 feet back, are you?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Hmm. I guess, does there seem to be any way anything that would stop this thing from turning?
Roll a perception check for me. With a 17. Okay. So, based on your previous question, as the propeller slowly starts moving, you can indeed feel a very light pulling of air from the corridor where you stand now. It's almost as if the air is being sucked in towards the propeller. With a 17, if you are quick about it, you might be able to jam the propeller with something sufficient, bearing in mind now that it's spinning, you can see that there's about 10 long swords which are serving as blades starting to spin and get faster. With a 17, if you went at full pelt on your next turn, you could probably run and jump through the gap before it starts, because the spinning is picking up speed. By the end of the next turn, it'll be next to impossible to get through without taking damage or attempting to stop it.
Would shoving a bedroll in there be sufficient?
Yarlena is going
You'll
to sleep in
probably
the,
regret
in the
it,
floor.
but...
Because you rolled a 17, I'm going to say, given your skill with the blades look sharp enough to cut through the bed roll. Almost like
damn.
biting into a Greg's.
Damn. Yeah, I don't really have anything that would jam it up. I don't know. Magic item, but I need my magic items. I do have a staff of the blight. If I stuck that in like horizontal, it won't break because it's magic. Will that work?
Only one way to find out.
Can I try and put the staff of the blight in horizontal so it kind of like the blade will hit it and hopefully stop spinning?
Okay, go ahead and roll a dex check for me firstly, because 10, so you're going to move into Lunan's space, yes?
Yes.
You've already moved 10 feet. So
Yep.
that means you're moving 25.
Yep. So then I can move 5 foot back out so that I'm not stood on Lunan.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll finish where I started.
Yep. As you take the Staff of the Blight, you then use your action to then try and jam up the propeller with the magical staff.
Yes. Please
Leaning
work
forward.
on. It's a 10.
With a 10, unfortunately, it just bounces off one of the blades that is moving past. You could probably do it next go.
She'll kind of like try and keep it held out so that if Lunan wants to try, he can.
Alright. Which then... End of your turn?
Yes.
Lunan, over to you.
Lunan seeing Jarlena starting running back and forth like a headless chicken. Is still suspecting this is magical and not mechanical, even though the start of it was mechanical. So Lunan is actually gonna try dispel magic on it,
Okay.
since it worked on the shield.
Alright. You cast Dispel Magic on it. At the moment, nothing appears to happen as you expend a spell slot.
And I will move out of the way.
So you're moving fully out of the corridor.
Yes.
Alright. So then that brings us to the end of the first round as the propeller picks up speed and starts to go faster. The hair on your head, Yelena, begins to rise and pull forward as the wind starts to suck towards the propeller in front of you. You are standing just over 5 feet away as Lunan scurries past you to the end of the corridor.
Mhm.
Your turn.
She'll try once more to jam it,
Okay,
and then if it fails, she's gonna run away.
right, now. You need to roll a 20 dexterity check, now that
Okay.
it's nearly at full speed. At this, it's nearing full speed. At this instance, well, let's see, because on a failed check, the staff will dislodge from your hands and bounce back and potentially take damage.
Oh boy. Okay, I'll Oh!
Wow. Okay.
It nearly rolled onto the one.
Managing to
Nice.
find a gap in the blades. Taking your time, you successfully swing the staff forward as the propeller slams straight into the staff. It gets yanked out of your hand and slams against the wall, blocking the propeller from going down. The propeller begins to vibrate as it almost tries to saw its way through the staff. That was your action. What are you doing with the rest of your turn?
Exactly.
I didn't think this far ahead. Cause I didn't think it would work. Sure. Sure. Can she go through now that it's kind of stopped?
Yeah.
She'll take a step through.
Okay. Finding the gap over there, you step through.
And then
Right.
I think I can move with she'll move up to there. And then you said that the floor like seems to drop a little bit or something.
Okay. Reveal. Yes, please.
Oh boy.
Right, Yelena, as you reach the end of the corridor, the room opens up into what appears to be a 50 by 50 foot chamber. Just at a quick glance, you notice with your dark vision a pit in front of you at the edge of your toes, which goes down for about 15 feet, at the bottom of which lies a sarcophagus. Opposite the room on the other side, 3 chests stand upon raised daises.
Mhm.
You notice in the ceiling a crawl space hole that you recognize from the previous skeleton holes. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I don't think I only have 10 foot more movement, and I don't think there's any way that I can, try and jump that at the moment. It's too, yeah. She'll wait there. And she'll just like turn and stare at Lunan expectantly.
Okay. That brings us to the end of your turn then.
Mhm.
Lunan, over to you. As you just watch Yelena jam her staff to stop the propeller from moving. The quarterstaff slams up against the wall, blocking it, and Yelena takes that moment to dive through the propeller blades, moving 10 feet and then stops, looking ahead of her, and then she looks behind you expectantly. It's your turn.
Does it look like the blade stays somewhat still?
Yeah, look, from where you are, you're 25 feet away. The propeller looks like it's straining trying to break through, but the quarterstaff has just blocked it, and it's almost like vibrating, bouncing against the stick. Doing, 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 doing.
Okay. Lunan comes after. What's going on up here? Good that you got it stopped. I hope it doesn't break.
Same. But there are 3 chests. Choose your prize, Lunan. One will probably kill you, and the others might kill you less. Maybe. There's also a coffin down there. She'll point to the drop in front of her.
Isn't this the type of things we have a cat for? And
I
a
think this is
wizard.
the wrong one. Yes.
Lunan, as you glance about in the room, you can see the drop is a good 20 feet down. The chests opposite the room, on the left, is hewn from the darkest onyx, which exudes a dark, enigmatic allure. Its glossy surface almost seems to sparkle in the darkness. The middle chest is weathered and rusted, flecks of dust and paint falling off of it. It almost seems to evoke a sense of rugged endurance and resilience, having stood here for so long. And on the far right, the chest is crafted from gleaming silver strands. It looks expensive as it glimmers with grace and elegance.
I guess in darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. But I don't know.
You are already wearing the mask.
But Yerlin is not. Speak the truth to the doomed child. Speak no truth to the... So, do you fancy a jump, or how do we get over?
I suppose we probably have to jump, don't we? Unless we want to go and get the wizard to do his wizard things. You know.
Yeah, I guess after ladies first.
Oh boy. I guess if it's my turn, y'all know. She will try. Is there like a ledge along the like any kind of ledge at all to the left or right, or is it just completely like flat wall?
From where you are, left and right, it's flat wall out to 5 feet either side of the corridor where you're standing. So the ledge, you could potentially jump 6 feet to your left or right and land on the ledge, or 15 feet forward to the other side.
I'll try the 6 foot
But
jump.
let me stop you there.
Oh yeah.
Lunan, is that the end of your turn?
I think I will cast Detect Magic with the spell slot.
Okay.
Unless it has a time. No, it's just one action.
Detect magic, yeah?
So any magic within 30 feet of me I should see.
So that'll definitely be to the other side to... Let's double check from where you are. Yeah. It does reach all 3 chests. And where are you looking at?
I'm looking forward. I'm gonna add a marker. Nora.
Okay. Right, looking around the room as you look ahead of you, there is nothing magical in front of you, but as you gaze down into the pit, you do indeed notice that something in the sarcophagus is magical. And in fact, portion of the sarcophagus itself seems to be irradiating enchantment. The lid
enchantment on the lid. Okay. How far up does the cost does it stick up?
about 3 feet.
Okay. Yeah. That's Lunan's turn.
Okay. So that is the end of round 2. Let's jump then, at this time, to Dusted, Falris, and Vargo. Dusted, you finish peering in and looking into the chamber on the other side.
The thing is, I struggle to believe that we didn't hear anything from where we are.
I wanted to ask. You said the opening was big enough if I didn't wear armor to get through, right?
Yeah, you could kitty crawl through, or leopard crawl.
Give me a moment to look around.
Sure. Go ahead.
Dust says and tries to crawl into the mouth. And if I get eaten now, then fuck me, I guess.
No, thank you.
Roll an acrobatics check for me.
Oh, yes, I'll get eaten. Perfect. 26.
My god.
26. I mean, easily you put your arms forward and you almost scamper through the gaping hole in front. You duck and roll, and as you step into the somber confines of this 30-foot square chamber, your senses around you are greeted by a macabre spectacle. Skulls crusted with dried mud, seemingly imbued with a haunting vitality, glower from the niches meticulously carved into the tomb's walls. Their collective gaze, etched with the weight of centuries, seems to pierce through the veil of time itself, hinting at tales long forgotten. At the heart of the chamber, a stone sarcophagus commands your attention. Its formidable presence is accentuated by the intricate carving of a coiled serpent on its lid. The serpent its sculpted form seems to almost writhe with a life of its own, lending an aura of some sort of ancient power to whatever stands as silent guardian in front of you. Behind the sarcophagus, perched on a regal marble pedestal, an ornate crystal box captures the shadows and light, almost appears to flicker with your dark vision, revealing some sort of eerie spectacle. A small humanoid skull is suspended inside this crystal box. The skull's presence seems to define the confines of the crystal, almost bearing a silent witness to mysteries that linger within this chamber. Let me reveal the room for you.
I take it that the skeleton has long ago spotted me and skidded off.
Correct.
Okay.
As you come landing to a halt, hear the familiar bone clacking as it disappears up into the hole in the ceiling.
Annoying. So, gentlemen, the room has another skeleton crawling on the ceiling. And apparently there's a sarcophagus here as well. There's, I don't know, a child's skull hovering crystal box.
Barris, do you want to go inside? You clearly fit the hole.
What? Huh?
I'm asking Barris if he wants to go inside.
No, not you, Varco. Who's that?
No, let Vargo finish.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Carry on. I thought you were role playing.
Oh, I was, but yeah.
Alright, I suppose. Try and go through.
There's someone in here. Hello? Who's there?
Dusted, are you alright?
Hello? And Dusted is, I guess you can see Dusted sort of like spinning on his own axis, looking around as if something is speaking to him, and he cannot really locate where it is. Greetings.
Perhaps it's best if you left.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
I think... Alright.
Hello, Nepatak. I'm Dusted. Where are you? I cannot see you. It is quite dark in here. I cannot see you either. Please.
President?
That's... I asked to Valrys, is that how I look when I have voices in my head?
Well, quite so, yes.
Well, at least you knew where they came from. I have no fucking clue. Cold. Yeah, it is cold here.
What should we do?
Alright, I'm trying to enter the inn.
Okay. Are you wearing a backpack? You're gonna have to try and squeeze through a 2-foot hole. So, any armor or cumbersome backpacks and everything, you have to take off. And then
No armor.
Them outside. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I leave the backpack behind.
You're the tallest party member, so it's gonna be a
Rough,
tight squeeze
yeah.
for you. Roll an acrobatics check for me, please.
There we go. 19.
Okay. It takes you a lot longer than Dusted's little tumble forward, but after a good 15-20 seconds you manage to squeeze yourself in through the mouth of the stone skull and the room beyond, into the room beyond.
Alright.
Wait, quickly, take this just in case, and I try and reach in and give him the paper mask.
Sure. I take the mask through the hole. You should enter as well, by the way.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why not? I put the mask on DM and I look at Dustin.
Okay. Dustin looks like he's bewildered. He's wearing a paper mache mask and he's almost spinning around, talking to the air in front of him.
Dustin, can you hear me?
Huh? Yes, yes, sorry. It's just very difficult when you're talking over each other.
Alright, did you happen to touch the sarcophagus?
No, I just stepped in here and there's this voice. Do I know what kind of voice it is? Does it sound like anything? Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's like I have a young woman in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? You can still hear me, right?
Does this voice have a name?
Yes. Nepatak.
That's not one of the 9 gods.
Valrus, what are you doing in the meantime? After you passed over the paper mache mask.
Standing there and
He's not gonna catch the
Observing.
mind rot we're catching.
just in case something goes horribly wrong. He's gonna stay outside and
Okay.
see.
In which case, Vargo, as soon as you enter the room, you hear a voice that enters your head. Hello? Hello? Who's
Oh,
there? Help!
alright.
Oh, you can hear too now. Okay, thank God.
Yep.
But he's not talking.
I
think I've lost
I
him.
will start to go back, DM.
That's where.
Where Varus is.
So you're gonna start to climb out. Okay.
He
Yes.
just failed. He just failed on me.
He bails on you
God.
and the voice disappears from your head.
Yeah, I have enough of that. Thank you very much.
Wait, was she even the same voice as her?
Well,
No, I'm asking Vago that. Like, is this basically Vaxanara's voice you're hearing?
No, but it seems equally obnoxious.
So, sorry, Nepatak. I'm here now. It's very difficult when more people are talking to me. I'm so sorry.
By the way, DM, can you reveal the room? I mean, in like, what did Vargo see? So what while he was in there?
I mean, you've seen a sarcophagus in the middle, a pedestal on the other side as you walked in. There is like a crystal box with a skull inside it.
Oh, so the skull is still here. Okay.
And in the ceiling there is the hole where the skeleton crawls through. And the wall is covered with carvings all around.
The room is obscure in case it doesn't. I mean, I don't know if it's intended to be that way.
Can you not see the room on your map?
I can see only the sarcophagus.
Oh, then you'll have to refresh your map.
Yeah, I can see the whole
all right.
whole square. So
Yeah. Okay. Let's quickly jump back to Lunan and Yelena.
Oh, okay. Now it's okay.
Alright, at the end of the next round, the blades start to rattle the staff stuck against the wall as it starts to go. And then they seem to be slowing down as you notice the staff drops in height. And then the blade stops altogether. And almost abruptly from the height of the top of the propeller, the staff drops as the one end tips and falls down into the hole. where the blades descend.
The staff!
And that is where we'll take our break.
Oh, my staff. Is it gone for good? Should I remove it from my sheet?
That we'll find out when we come back.
Oh.
It is your turn. Galena.
She's gonna attempt the 6 foot. She'll look back and lament silently over the potential loss of her staff,
Okay.
and then she'll attempt the jump.
Alright, go ahead and make either an athletics or an acrobatics check for me, please.
I'll do acrobatics. Oh.
With an 18, that easily does it. As you put both hands either side of the corridor and then almost lean back and catapult yourself across sideways over the gap. You land almost gracefully on the other side of the ledge. Which way were you jumping?
He was gonna go this way.
Okay. You land easily on the ledge.
Very good. I guess she'll move towards them, but she's gonna wait for Lunan before she touches any of them, because she saw him cast, well, what she would assume would be detect magic.
She saw him cast, and you're going to assume it's detect magic. Is that what you said?
Yeah, because he mentioned casting it earlier.
Okay.
But she'll like, I guess she'll check that there's any kind of trap on the boxes or under the boxes, like they're on like pressure plates or something.
So you're going to look for traps.
Yeah, I'll do that as my action.
Cool. Go ahead and roll your dexterity. A dex check. Or no, sorry. An investigation check for me. I was thinking back to
Hell
Alien
yeah.
Heroes for a second.
Perfection.
Okay. You spend your action looking over, and you are certain you have found no traps.
No traps. That will be my turn.
Alright, then that brings us to Lunan.
Am I correct in thinking that the blades barely are moving now, but are starting to pick up speed?
You are correct, yes.
Should I do a Vargo? Nah. Question is, do I not? It's only a 4th level spell. I touch the stone just next to here
Mm-hmm.
and cast stone shape, filling this area with stone, like the full area here with stone. A 5x5 cube of stone.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
If it works, I have to check this first. Yeah. Yes. You asked for Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Not 21.
Okay. One second, Axel. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I think Lunan just stands there perplexed.
Okay. Yelena. No traps on the chest at all. As you hear the blade starts whirring to life, the propeller goes.
Is everything okay back there, Lunan?
I think we're trapped in here.
You're trapped. I can just teleport through it.
I think I'm trapped in here. And I'm not sure you can teleport.
Oh. We'll find a way to stop it. Perhaps something in these chests might help us?
Perhaps what?
Something in these chests might help us?
Let's hope so. DM, is it Jarlena's turn? Or mine?
Yelena's turn. She's just talking.
Which one do you think I should open first?
The black one, if it's possible.
Alrighty. She will walk over and very gingerly open the black chest. Or at least attempt to.
Okay, so crossing 25 feet across the room, you make your way over to the onyx black chest. Just make sure I've got the right. Okay. The chest almost seems to radiate allure and wealth, as its glossy surface almost invites you to open it. You place your hands on the lid and you open it.
Yes?
Alright. As you do, the lid of the treasure chest swings upwards and open. A curious sight comes into view. A 3-inch long gold key, its intricate design gleaming in the darkness around you. Almost with an ethereal radiance, it protrudes from an adamantine keyhole meticulously set into the surface of the underlid of the chest.
Okay. Does there seem to be anything off with anything?
That's
In
the
the
lid of the
chest?
chest. Looking inside, the chest appears empty, save for a very small silk cushion sitting within.
London, there is only a cushion in this chest.
What? Was there a key in the lid as well? Did you say? Or?
On the underside
Oh.
of the lid, yes.
And that I suppose, but the cushion? Or are we here for the key?
I'm trying to think what the plaque said. I believe it said something about the key turns only on the inside only. Could it be this key?
I suppose it is on the inside. But how does it only turn on the inside?
I don't know. Maybe we could try to turn it and see what happens. Either we get killed or something good happens.
I suppose. She'll, I guess go to take the key, and then if she can take it, she'll try and find a keyhole for it on the inside of the chest.
Okay, So you've lifted the chest open on your turn, you've looked inside and examined it, and then I'll say using your bonus action, you reach for the key to try and pull it out, yes?
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
The key doesn't budge as you try and pull it. In fact, it doesn't even appear to be turning.
Oh. What does it seem to be? What is it held by again? Is it in a keyhole?
It is in a keyhole. The keyhole itself looks like it's made of adamantine.
Yeah, so you can't break it.
And it smoothly sets into the underside of the lid.
It only turns on the. It is on the inside though. I don't have main chance.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, she'll just sit there pondering.
Okay, Lunan, you'll go.
Luna will try to jump as well.
Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check. I need you to get to 12 for me, please.
Say bye to Luna.
Athletics or acrobatics?
And bless himself, but that doesn't help.
That won't help. As you jump out into open nothingness, you almost seem to drop out of the very air itself, falling 20 feet down. Do me a favor and roll a dexterity saving throw, please. And then 2d6 for half the damage as you fall trying to scrabble onto the wall next to you. Okay. A 12 will be a save for half.
So 3 damage.
3 damage, yes. As you drop, trying to grab hold of the slippery walls, the sheer, no grips anywhere, your legs almost crumple as your feet and ankles hit the ground. You kind of manage to roll sideways, but the initial fall stuns you almost. One of your legs goes numb. And you land down in the bottom of the pit itself.
I will stand up and look at the esophagus.
Okay. As you look at the sarcophagus, the sight in front of you, whoopsie. The lid is stylized in the image of what you now recognize as one of the 9 gods, Wongo.
Wongo.
Yes.
The
little monkey-like looking one.
that one. Is there any keyholes or anything on there? Or any text?
The surface of the sarcophagus itself has obviously got carvings in it, and below the carving of Wongo there are almost 3 stone carved squares. It looks as if one of the squares embedded in the surface is made of deep black material. The middle one appears to be almost rusted iron, and the one on the right hand side looks like it's made of silver.
So corresponding to the chests.
Correct.
I'm trying to visualize it. Is it... Are you talking about these stones next here? Or are you talking stones
The
on the sarcophagus?
on the sarcophagus, yeah. Hold on. You've got. I'll draw. Let me just zoom in quickly. So you've got the first stone is black. The second stone is almost rusted. And the third stone is silver.
Does it look like you can lift them out?
They are flush with the lid. Are you going to touch the sarcophagus lid?
Not yet.
Alright, in which case from where you are looking there doesn't seem to be any seam or anything that you could get your fingers under and pull them out.
I will just yell up to Yarlena. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. We have some matching colored stones to the chests down here on the sarcophagus. I have no idea what it means yet.
Do you think it means we have to open the chests in a particular order? Would that
Potentially, it's kind of the
confuse
same order, only 90-degree angle to it.
me?
Maybe we
Well,
should open the other chests and see what happens.
I suppose I can. Hopefully I don't get murdered by them.
Oh, we're still in combat order.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Although, mind you, the blade now at the end, if that's the end of your turn, Lunan,
Mhm.
then the blade is now fully spinning in the corridor again.
Yeah.
Which means we can drop out of combat.
I guess. Yelena will go and open the other two chests carefully, as Lune suggested.
Okay. You lift the lid of both the chests quite easily, and as the lids lift, you are greeted with the exact same sight. Within each lid of each of the chests, a gold key is embedded in adamantine. At the bottom of each chest, a small silk pillow rests.
They are all the same. A gold key in the lid, and a cushion. Why would you put a cushion in a chest? I wonder if there's something in the cushion.
Could be, or maybe we should place something on the cushion.
Do you have something to put on the cushion?
I would want to put these stones on there, but I don't know if I can get them out.
Do you think turning the keys is supposed to release them somehow?
Maybe. Are they turnable?
She'll try each one in order, I guess, if she can. So she'll try the black one again, and then she'll try the rust colored-ish one, orangey colored one.
Okay, yeah.
And
As you try each of the keys, they don't budge.
they do not turn. She'll try pulling out the black key. Or does it also not budge?
It doesn't budge.
You lift the cushion out.
Okay, if you say so. She'll take the cushion from the black chest and she'll try and lift out the chest.
Okay. You reach in and you grab the cushion. It's very light. It's
Oh.
a little I mean, it's lost its luster. You can imagine when the cushion was made, it was once very beautiful, but it seems like it's just been sitting in a damp, moldy tomb at the bottom of a chest for decades.
Is there anything um anything kind of special looking on it, or does it just look like a very nice cushion?
I mean, it looks like it's been through a pillow fight or two.
Hmm.
Some of it's a little threadbare in places, particularly frayed on the edges. But the center of the cushion still has got a good thread count to it, other than the wear and tear from what looks like hard going. It looks like a normal cushion.
Wondering what the stones down here has to do with the chest up there. If there's any way to turn the keys, maybe the lid has to be closed to turn the key. We wouldn't fit inside of it, the lid closed, would we?
You guys are like 5 foot something, aren't you? I mean,
Yeah.
these chests are quite big. They're 5 foot long, 3 foot wide, and they're a good 3.5 foot high or 4 foot high. Yeah, I think you could. Yeah, you could actually.
Oh
You
my
could fit in.
god.
In fact, given that you probably wouldn't even have to bend your knees that much.
I don't know if I want to go in this chest alone. What if I get stuck?
I'm just thinking out loud.
I refuse. But this will
Um,
probably be stuck here for a long time. Oh.
Lunan will look back at the chest or the stone lid and actually touch it. The 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 colored stones.
Starting with the black one.
Yes.
Okay, you run your hand along the surface of the sarcophagus, moving as you gently brush the surface towards the black stone. Button. As it presses, nothing happens.
Nothing
It
like it
presses ever
doesn't.
so
No.
slightly into the lid, maybe a half a centimeter. It's clearly a button.
Okay. But nothing happens when you do it.
Nope.
Jarlena, could you close all the lids?
Sure. She'll go down. She'll put the cushion back in, and she'll close all the lids.
Okay, placing the cushion back in, you close all the lids. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
I tried to press the button again.
Same reaction.
And then the next one.
Yep. Just depresses ever so slightly, like a little, like pressing the button on the side of your iPhone. Nothing happens to none of them.
And are they rotatable or anything like that?
No.
But it does look like there's an edge on this sarcophagus. So there's a lid.
Yes, there is a lid.
Do I detect any magic?
You
Oh,
previously
yes,
detected magic from the
yes.
lid of the sarcophagus. Yes.
Does it come from the buttons or just in general?
From the buttons. Yes.
Any ideas, Jarlena?
Uh, I suppose I can get in the box. I don't really want to, but other than trying to open a sarcophagus, which I can only see going very, very badly.
Can you lift the box or chest?
It's quite big. But I could try, I guess. What, do you want to go in?
Not necessarily. I'm just wondering if they are attached to something for a mechanism, or if they are movable.
Should try and lift the black one. Like only a little bit off the floor.
It doesn't budge. It's not that you're not strong enough. It just seems like it's fastened into the ground. It's immovable.
Oh,
There's not even a crack to get your fingers under the chest to lift it. It's like a solid block.
it is part of the floor.
Looks like it.
I feel like me, the player, is way too slow today for this.
She'll get in the chest.
Okay.
She'll open the lid for the blank one, and she will climb in.
Mm-hmm.
She will shut the lid on herself.
Okay. You have to vault over the 3-foot high side of the chest as you nestle in, and as you almost put your legs down, your feet against the bottom wall of the chest, you lean back. The cushion ever seems to rest and comfortably welcome you into the bottom. As you pull the lid, it starts to get darker, even with your dark vision in this confined space. The lid then shuts.
She'll turn the key after the lid
As you let
shuts.
And as you do so with the lid fully closed,
Oh.
the key inside the lid of the onyx chest turns, and you hear a mechanism. Lunan, you faintly hear the sound of what sounds like gears turning, and the little black square on the top of the sarcophagus rises a half an inch.
I'm wondering if I want to push it right now, or if I should wait until Yarlena comes out of the box and have done all the other three. Luna will wait a little bit to see if it stays up if Yarlena comes out of the box.
Okay. You wait.
Yeah. She'll try and push the lid open.
The lid doesn't budge.
Oh no, we need like 3 people. 4. She'll turn the key back.
The key doesn't budge.
Oh my god. She'll yell, Norton, I'm stuck.
Lunan, I need you to roll a perception check for me.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, you don't hear her. You continue to wait, and Yolena doesn't come out.
I will only wait so long. After a while, I will push the button, but I would say I'm waiting a good minute.
Oh my god.
Okay.
She'll probably start like hammering the top of the box.
For a full minute, Lunan, I will give you 2 more rolls. If you're gonna wait a full minute.
Let me
I
out.
assume Yolena's kicking. Going, ah!
I don't
23.
want to be in the box anymore.
A 20 is what you need. You hear the ever so slight voice of Yolena, that almost rage when she threatened to kill Bert. From down below, you can almost hear her shouting, but you can't quite make out what it is.
I'm hoping pressing the button will help, so I'm just doing it.
Okay. Yelena,
I don't know.
as you start screaming, all of a sudden you then hear an intake of breath like I need you to roll a constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh no. I'm good at Constitution though, that's something.
Okay. The inside of the box, the air grows heavy as the intake of breath expels and rocks you where you are. The force of it blasts you back into the cushion as it jolts the back of your head. Your teeth chatter. Your body gets racked with force. You take 17 points of damage.
Oh boy. She pushes at the lid harder.
Roll a strength check for me, please. So, extending your arms, you can't actually. That 3.5, they're just at the edge of your palms as you push with all of your might, but the lid doesn't budge.
If you don't budge when she does it normally, she's gonna activate her Ring of the Warrior, and then when she can, she'll try again.
Okay, go ahead. You activate the ring and you try it again.
Does it? I'm just wondering if it does anything for pushes.
Should give you a bonus in your strength check, really.
Yeah, it puts the strength. You get advantage on strength checks, and your carrying capacity doubles. Oh, so I have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck! I didn't change. Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Okay. With a natural 20 and the strength as you push with all of your might and almost an otherworldly strength manages to course through your veins. Nothing happens.
Oh my
Doesn't budge.
god! She'll turn the key.
The key doesn't budge.
Oh my god.
What type of death trap is this place?
Lunan.
Said that straight out.
You push the button. Nothing happens.
It didn't go in?
The button depresses a little bit. Yeah, it depresses right into where it started and then slowly pops back up. But that's the only thing that you hear or see.
Yeah.
Were there some other buttons at the back of the wall?
Inside the chest.
No, where the sarcophagus. I assume there's nothing else in the chest for me to try.
No.
But were there other buttons besides the ones on the sarcophagus?
Not that you noticed, no. Let's jump back to Dusted Coal then, shall we? While the two of you contemplate. Hello? Can you help me? Dusted?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here.
It's so dark. scared. Where are you?
There's nothing to be scared about. There's nothing to be scared about. I don't know where you are either, so I think we have to try and find each other. Can you listen to my voice for a moment?
I can
So
see you.
that's good. That's good. You can also see me. That's good. Oh,
How did you find me?
okay. So
My father sent you.
what is your father's name? Sorry,
Gillivan. Oh,
Sylvain.
I suppose my father did not send you then. Oh, please.
I'm sorry.
I'm really scared.
I will, but we have to find each other first. So let's play this like we're both blindfolded and have to find each other. Okay? So you have to tell me if my voice is closer to you or not when I move around. Okay? So we'll play this as a little game and we'll try to find each other.
Okay.
Okay. So if I move this way, does my voice get louder or farther away?
It doesn't change at all.
Oh. I see. And if I go this way? Can you hear me now? Is it any different?
No, are you moving anywhere?
Oh, I see. I see. We can hear each other the same way no matter where we are in this room. Okay. So, I have to find you. How do I find you? Do you like stories?
Bearing in mind he's speaking out loud, Fargo and Valrus, you can just hear Dustin.
Yeah, you can hear Dustin easily. You can hear me, but you cannot hear her.
Is it a story about where I am?
It's a story about being lost and trying to find home, I guess. So maybe if I tell that story, you can also help you get found or finding you.
Okay. But please hurry up, I'm really scared. It's dark and cold and I think I'm hungry.
I'll do the best I can and try to find you as much as possible, but you have to stay with me and you have to take a deep breath for me and relax. I know it's cold, I know it's dark, but there's someone here with you now. Okay?
What? Is it a bad man?
You're not alone right now. We cannot find each other just yet, but we're not alone. Okay?
Why can't I smell anything?
So. Does she say anything else? Sorry?
No.
Okay. As Dustin moves around, I mean, he realizes that there is a possibility that it might be this skull. That's why she can't see anything. But he's not about to just bit that out. No. There's a lot of bushes in here. Can you feel any leaves around you?
Oh my god, I can't feel my hands! What's going on? Dustin, you have to save me from this. I can't feel my feet.
Okay. I'll try to save you if you're getting cold. Let me. Just a moment. Is it okay? I see a stone box. Can I open the stone box?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll look for you in there. Okay. And he tries to. If she agrees to this, he will try to open the sarcophagus in the room.
Okay. The stone sarcophagus isn't locked. It is literally a slab of stone sitting on top, neatly masoned into round
Mhm.
edges, but it looks quite heavy. I'll need you to roll an athletics check for me, please.
Of course. We'll have to use the inspiration on that one. 21.
Oh, okay. A 21 is good as the stone sarcophagus. The stone grinds against it. It slowly slides across, and inside you see a bundle of faded cloth. There are the bones of some animal lying inside, and atop the remains, a staff rests upon them.
Okay, I think I might have found something. Just hang on a little more. And the Dusted's gonna reach for the staff inside
Okay.
the sarcophagus.
Alright, you reach inside. As you grab the staff, green smoke begins to pour from it. Its sinuous tendrils coil and weave around your hand, and then snake their way up your arm, and then around your body with an otherworldly grace, mirroring the slithering motion of a serpent in the throes of some sort of ancient dance. The coil envelops you, the smoky tendrils covering your body, and within this smoky embrace, a voice whispers softly in your ear, unheard to anyone else. Let me help you. I promise to be good.
Okay, so this is a snake. So what Trickster God was a snake? Um, how many voices does Dustin have in his head? Oh, okay. Okay, I need to roll charisma check. Okay. Oh dear, I'm worse than Vargo now. Okay, uh, natural 20.
Natural 20. As the voice in your ear goes, the smoke almost stops, enveloping you, and gets sucked back into the staff, and everything is quiet.
Dustin looks around. Is the voice still in his head of this child?
I don't know. It hasn't said anything.
Okay, with that, Dustin's gonna rush to the edge of this room, like over here, and try to pass the staff that looks like a snake out to Valris, and then try to get out himself afterwards.
Alright, I go to take the staff.
Okay. You lean forward as you see Dusted come running towards the mouth and sticks a staff through the gaping mouth of the stone face. You reach forward and you grab it, and as you do, green smoke spews out from the staff. Coils of smoke almost seem to writhe around your hand,
Oh, come
up your
on.
arm, up your shoulder.
Oh shit, I try and drop it.
Enveloping your entire body, and as you let go of the staff, something whispers in your ear and says, "Let me help you. I promise to be good."
Oh boy.
I need you to roll a charisma saving throw for me, please.
no.
The green smoke disappears almost as soon as it appears. And you fall silent. One second. Dusted. Back to you. As you pass the staff through, Valrus grabs it, pulls it out of your hand. Wait! Oh no! Don't tell me you're leaving! Help me come back! Why are you running away? Dusted anything? No, we can't hear you. Should we jump back to Lunan and then to Yelena while Dusted fixes his mic?
Probably move back to them as well after Dusted gets out. If he gets out.
If he decides to get out.
I'm just reading the text, Dustin. Okay. Luna will look around in his hole and see if there's any easy way of climbing out of it,
Mm-hmm.
or if it looks like smooth stone everywhere. He also have two pitons in his backpack that he, if there is any crevice or crack, he might try to squeeze it into to get a better grip.
To climb out, yeah?
Yeah. He wants to see for the possibility of it. He might not try it just yet.
Yeah, I mean, you,
Setting the pitons type of thing.
with the help of pitons, you could climb out. It might take a little bit longer. You'll need a good DC of 16 to climb out.
I'm not sure I want to climb out just yet, but worst case scenario, he would want to set the pitons or try to climb so it's easy to go up either way.
Okay.
But does the esophagus? Why am I constantly saying esophagus? I've been doing too much histology lately. Um, the sarcophagus,
Mm-hmm.
does the lid look like it's movable at all?
I mean, it looks like a sarcophagus. It looks made of
So Luna
stone, so
will
it
give
looks
it a
heavy.
small push just to see if it feels completely solid or movable.
With a small push, it doesn't move. You would probably need to give it a good shove. It looks heavy.
Then I will give it my all just to see if it works.
All right, cool. Roll a strength check for me, please.
Same as athletics, so I'm doing either. It doesn't budge.
It does not. No.
No, I'm 100% convinced that I have to solve this puzzle, and I'm getting more and more convinced that we need to sacrifice two more people to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I will climb out and try to get up to Yarlena.
Okay. You go across. You climb out that way. All right. Um. you're gonna have to roll another athletics check for me.
Yes. I will guide myself before. Because I roll like shit.
Yeah, that doesn't make it. That's not
That's
even an
5.
assist.
I feel like your Lunan is performing as well as Axel is tonight. Let me read one thing. Yeah, I'm gonna point towards the chest where I know Jorlena is
Yeah.
and try to talk to her through the whisper spell. I'm not sure if it will work.
120 feet. Let me see. What's that? Arcane Messenger.
Because I'm imagining I might not be able to see the chest properly from where I am. But I'm not sure.
I mean, it says you can cast a spell through solid objects if
Yeah.
you're familiar with the target, so magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal. To be fair, you're 20 feet below her, and that's full stone.
Yeah, that's
But
why I
it
was
doesn't have to
wondering.
move in a straight line. It can travel freely around corners or through openings.
The spell doesn't have to. Well, that's a good spot.
Ooh, good.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Then, 20 foot. Yeah. You could. The chests are not a foot thick, so 1 inch of common metal, a thin lead sheet, or 3 feet of wood. Yeah, no, I'll say the whisper
Ooh.
goes through.
How are you doing in there? Do you get out?
I can't get out, Lunan. This was stupid. I don't want to be in here anymore.
I can't get out of this hole either. I'm gonna
Oh,
try
we're
to
going to
message the others.
die.
I will try sending the message spell in a vague direction of Vargo. I get the feeling that Vargo would be the most perceptive for this, my message. And the message will just be a panicked help.
40, 50, so that's 70, 90, 115. Wow. He's 120 feet away, so literally just within range, you can reach Vargo from where you are. And Vargo, whisper comes to you as you recognize Lunan's voice, and it says, "Help!"
You can reply to this message. Lunan's panic rises since he doesn't get any response.
Yeah.
But he's dying.
He will try Valorous instead.
Alright.
I'm dyslexic, that's what you get.
As Ray seems to have fallen asleep at his keyboard, a panicked help from Lunan reaches your ears, Valrus.
I mean, he would try to hurry the others along, and usually I would assume they would follow afterward. But he would. I don't know if he'd
Hello, hello.
respond.
Oh, you're back.
I've been talking all this time. You didn't hear
Oh
any.
my god!
No.
Whatever Anders had, you've just did.
Sorry about that. You can go. I mean, I was going to say that. Yeah, we'll be right there. It's just that I'm mesmerizing looking at Barry's. Did we see the smoke?
Hello?
Oh, he's back
Uh,
too.
Oh yeah. Did the others see the smoke? I guess.
So, yes, all three of you saw. Well, I will say all three of you saw the smoke, even Dusted, as soon as he grabbed the staff. Have we lost you again?
Do
No,
I,
no, I'm
do
here.
I do I know that I failed?
No. Um, but you have some. You recognize something else has taken place.
Okay. I don't know if he'd pick up the staff then or not.
Did you? You've got my message, did you?
I did, yes.
Okay.
I have put it on the sheet in my notes. But yeah, after the message, I guess. Try and hurry back to where the others went.
Okay, so you leave the staff on the ground, and you hurry back to the along the balcony to the other corridor. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And Vargo, what do you do?
I'm. Barry's didn't say anything to me, so I will try to help Dusted come out.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Like, come
then
on, we have
Dusted.
work.
Dustin was gonna say something, and I wrote it down.
Because
I'll
it's
be
been
right back. I found something. What?
No, sorry, because it's been so long you've had to write a novel.
No, no, no. I wrote. No. I actually posted. I don't know if it went through. I said I'll be right back. I found something in the stone chest that might be able to free you. Hang on. Obviously lying. I'm getting the fuck out of this haunted room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll a. I need you to roll a deception check for me, Dusted.
Okay. 15.
Okay.
Margot, if the mouth closed now, you go save them, and I'll fight off whatever fucking thing happens in this room.
Sure.
Okay. Um. Okay. Please hurry.
I will. As in, hurry the fuck out of here.
All right. Roll
What do you need me to roll?
athletics check for me, please.
Athletics or acrobatics? Sorry,
I'm
I didn't hear you.
helping.
Either.
Either. Okay. 24. Dusted doesn't want to be in there.
Dusted easily makes it through as he scuffles through the gaping mouth and out.
Is the staff still on the ground?
It is.
Okay, then Dusted is gonna pick it up. Wonder why Valvis left it behind.
You pick up the staff. Staff in hand. Do you leg it?
I'm looking at Marco. I didn't get the message from Lunan, so okay. But okay, Vago, I can understand you now. Having Vaxinara in your head was not a nice thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, that was the statement. Nothing more. All right, let's go. I was expecting a bat or something after.
Valrus, seconds after you reach the corner, Vargo and Dusted catch you up behind. What greets you in front is a 20-foot long corridor, and as you step in it, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. There is a wind that is pulling you in towards as you step around the corner.
Doing really good with these.
If I fail, DM, I can add a +4 to that.
Oh, I'll need you to roll a +4 then for me, please.
I don't know how to roll a +4. It's just a +4.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said D. Okay, so yes, you need, at the way that they are spinning at the moment, a 15, so you pass. But Valrus, you get slowly pulled towards the spinning propeller.
Okay, do I see anything on the other side?
I need the three of you to roll a initiative for me, please.
I could have rolled that for my deck save.
I'm going to take Yelena and Lunan out. So, Vargo, you have made your save as you resist the pull. We're gonna say you were top of the round, which means it's dusted. Unless you want to do an action, Vargo. Are you stepping into the corridor like that?
My intention is to because since the windmill is running, I just going to Misty Step if possible.
To there.
Sure. Tell me if I'm able to do it. I don't know.
Yes, indeed, you are able. You misty step and disappear, and all of a sudden appear on the other side. Wind gushes at your back as it almost pushes you forward. As you look down, you notice a pit on the bottom. Lunan, are you still on the? You failed a couple, haven't you? You're still on the bottom of the pit. There is
I failed my one try of getting up. Yeah.
How deep is the pit?
20 feet down. On the
Oh,
other,
20. Okay, yeah, it's something. All right.
yeah, on the other side of the room are three chests. One is closed, two of them are open, and out of their lids on the inside of the chest, golden keys are sticking out of the center.
Alrighty. What's the situation currently, Lunan?
Yarlena is stuck in the chest. I'm stuck down here.
Okay,
We
let me
may
help you.
I may or may not have had the idea of saying that Luna could crawl into the chest and turn the key. But I think we need to have two more doing the same thing for it to work. And I'm not even sure it would work then. It's probably just a death trap to fool us.
Let's not think that that will mean Jarlena's in trouble.
And yeah,
Since I have my action still, DM, I would
Yeah.
like to pull out a rope, 50 feet,
Uh-huh.
start trying to help Lunan get out of there.
Okay. So you pull your rope out of your pack, you drop it down to Lunan. Okay. Lunan, you may as well add yourself to this initiative then. I'm sorry, Yelena, but
She's just kicking and screaming inside the box. She's very angry.
alright. So Vargo, standing over the edge of the pit, you throw down the rope. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Which brings us then to Dusted Coal.
Right.
You go running after Vargo, and as he turns around the corridor, he blips out of existence, out of sight.
They see me, don't they?
Well, he's not seen down the corridor yet until he steps around the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you stepping around the corner and running past Valrus?
Yeah.
Okay. You run around. As you do, a current of air sucks you past Valrus very quickly. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, I'm so dead.
Right.
That's an 8.
Indeed, you get sucked 5 feet forwards. You still have your action.
Dusted's gonna try and grab. I mean, Dusted has all kinds of silly weapons latched to him, so he's gonna try and grab a longsword and stab it through, sort of like to block the blades, like Jalina did with the staff.
Okay. Then I need you to roll me.
An attack with it, or
You're going for the gap, aren't you? You're not really
Yeah, that's-
using the blades.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So then give me an acrobatics check.
15.
A 15. As you thrust the longsword forward in between, trying to get it through the gaps, the longsword collides with some of the spinning blades and gets torn out of your hand as it breaks in half. It
Oh, bugger me.
magic.
What?
It wasn't magical.
Oh, no, definitely not. Dusted is too preciously attached to a lot of his weapons to do that. But now he's being pulled towards this thing at fast rate. But that's his turn. That's his action and his...
Okay, then that brings us to Valrus. Valrus, you get sucked 5 feet towards the propellers.
Yep, he's not even going to resist it. He's going to don the hood as he's sliding and ready it up. Grab Dusted in front of him and Dimension Door there.
Using your cloak, yes?
Yes.
Okay. As you grab Dusted in front, you then pull the hood over your head to Dimension Door across. Everything around you both turns black. Dusted, you realize that Valrus is grabbing hold of you, almost wrapping his cloak around you. Are you going to resist?
I think Dusted has both his claws sort of like firmly scratching along the stone wall, trying not to hit the blades.
Yeah.
So I doubt he can fight back even if he tried. So, yeah, he's just gonna be grabbed.
Okay. Then, as you both hold on to each other, or at least as Valrus grabs you, everything around you turns black as the corridor almost seems to fade from view. And then in another instant, you wink back into existence. As you almost fall 5 feet, you land, the both of you, one before the other, Dusted on his hands and feet, no longer being sucked by the corridor. Valrus, you land just on his back, almost sliding off his back as you hear a crunch below you. You arrive in a room half filled with rotting corpses. Protruding from one large wall is a green devil's face. Its flared nostrils set just above the putrid mass in front of you. A sconce above the face holds a flickering torch, casting dreadful light across the room. Hold on.
Is this because they teleported?
Obviously, so you cannot use teleportation spells of high level in here. That's
The
nice
thing-
to know.
The thing is, Vargo doesn't know that. No, nor does Lunan, I think.
No.
Oh my god, Yarlena can teleport. Don't teleport. Oh well, seems my Misty Step didn't do anything, so I guess that's fine. That one's fine.
Okay. Fargo, as you misty step and you land, they obviously dimension door. Lunan, it is your turn.
I have a rope that's not attached to anything.
It's attached to me.
It's attached above you to Vargo.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to pull him down just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Are the others coming as well? Did you get the blades stopped? Did you manage to
No,
stop the blades?
you know me. I just passed through. The others are on their way.
I guess we need to go up by the other casks, or the yeah. Maybe we can take this rope and throw lasso around them.
Maybe.
Well, I will take the end of the rope and try to make a quite wide loop. Maybe like using 20 feet of the rope to make a big loop and just tie it off, and then try to use that as a very big lasso and throw it up towards this guy.
So you're gonna throw it up towards which guy?
I'm trying to mark it, but I have the wrong thing. To this one.
Okay. In which case, go ahead and roll like a dex attack, a dexterity check.
Yeah, I'm gonna guide myself
Actually,
as
mind
well.
you, yeah, it would be maybe even
Athletics?
acrobatics, or because it's a lasso, I'm gonna give you performance.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thanks. I'm rolling bad today. It's every other day, every other session, I feel.
So far, checks out.
One session, I'm rolling like a king. The next one, I couldn't roll to save my life.
Nah, you always roll like a king. Don't worry.
So, with a 9, the lasso flies up and doesn't make it out of the 20-foot pit.
All right. Well, I look back, thinking to myself, what is taking them so much?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Lunan, is that your turn then?
Yeah.
Oh, still an initiative.
We are still on initiative.
Oh. Is this for how much oxygen has Jarlena has inside her
Maybe.
or something?
Lunan, is that your go?
Yes.
Okay. Then that will bring us to the top of the round, which is Fargo.
I see the attempt of Lunan to lasso that thing. I look back, expecting to see my companions, but I see nothing.
You smell a faint hint of
Sulfur, yeah.
brimstone, maybe.
That's what? Why? I looked the room more carefully, just in case they are here and I haven't realized yet. What? What's going?
Looking behind you, they have disappeared from view.
Oh. All right. I am going to. Barley is going to assume that they have moved backwards to check that the other room. Lunan, how about we try to get you out of here first? Then we
Okay.
can help Jarlena.
Let's do this.
Let's do this, yeah. I will try DM to pull him up.
Uh-huh. Okay. Lunan, how much do you weigh? Roughly.
Let me check. I have 140 pounds
It's doable.
in inventory.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
So
And
then... And your body weight?
I don't know it.
Must be about 70 or 80, but... Okay, so, Fargo, then you are going to be pulling Lunan and his gear up. I need you to roll an athletics check for me, please.
Do we have...
Sorry,
No.
that was a mistake.
I will
That's
guide
three
myself.
fails.
I will guide myself for this one.
Okay.
So that will be 18 plus 22. So
That's how you roll.
That is how you
Mhm.
roll. Holy crap. That's really good, man. Okay, as you heave ho with all of your might down below, you do indeed find that the slack gets pulled and Lunan all of a sudden gets a little bit lighter. Yeah, you begin pulling him through. Sorry, up.
All right. There you are. First things first. How do we go to Yarlana?
She jumped. I tried. I fell.
Oh, that's how it went. All right.
I also tried to stop that circling thing by casting Dispel and Stone Shape. Neither worked. There's some magical interference going on.
Yeah. At this point, we may as well. Anyways, let me try to jump.
Should we try to jump again? You wanna? Yeah.
Let me go first, and I will I will take the rope with me
Sounds
and
good.
help you do it.
So, Fargo, have you finished your turn yet?
I don't know. Is pulling Lunan up? I believe that's my turn. Yeah.
It should be
Pu-
Naka, maybe. I don't know.
Pulling Lunan up is time consuming enough, I think.
Yeah. It will definitely be... I mean, it's 20 foot. It might take Lunan's action as well. But while you're pulling him... I guess, what else are you going to do while you're hauling him up?
No much. That will be it.
Okay. Remind me... Bugger. Dusted and Valrus, what your initiative count was? Oh wait, I've got you here.
16.
I'm so curious to know what happened to you both.
We still see them. 16 and 20.
Yep, 16 was mine.
Okay. The two of you arrive in a room that is littered with a mountain of corpses. The map has changed, by the way.
I see. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Staring around, you take in the gruesome scene around you. The walls are splattered with blood. The corpses underneath you range from fully decayed skeletons all the way up to what appears to be recently eaten corpses. In the northern wall, a huge skull protrudes from the wall, and above it a torch that flickers and casts gloomy shadows across the room. I need both of you to roll a perception check for me, please, firstly.
21.
21 is good.
2.
A 2. Dusted. From the southern side of the room, you can hear
On your feet. I don't think we're alone in here.
Looking at some of these corpses, I agree.
okay. And from that darkness, Dusted, you notice 2 tentacles sprout up between some of the corpses. Both of them almost start to vibrate as you can hear sniffing sounds, and then ever so slowly, as the sound of bones greets your ears, a third one in between, in the middle of them, pops up. At the end of the tentacle is almost like a rugby ball sized pad, and on that you see a great eye look around.
I've seen a Star Wars. I know what this is.
It's disgusting, is what it is.
Sounds like it.
Dusted, it is your turn.
Well, now we just know how to dispose of the corpses.
Yep.
Dustin will pull out his I think he's gonna pull out his daggers for this one.
Mm-hmm.
And charge into combat with this creature, whatever it is.
Alright. The corpses in places are knee deep. This is difficult terrain.
Oh, so this is 20 feet of movement to get to it, basically.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, yes.
And then Dastard will try to strike this creature with his weapons.
Most of the creature is slightly submerged by 1 or 2 corpses lying on it. Not that it gives it any cover, but it is busy climbing out, shifting bodies aside to get to you. So go ahead and roll. I'm going to give you advantage on your first attack.
Well, that matters a lot. Let's have a look here. Natural 20.
Holy crap. That's pretty darn good for the natural 20. Gee whiz.
And damage is... And the first die is a full damage, so that's 14 damage?
That rolls the crit automatically, doesn't it?
Sorry, what?
Does is the dagger 2d4 itself, or is it 1d4 plus 7?
It's 1d4 plus 7, yeah.
So that's 10, 17, isn't it, for a full crit?
Oh, I thought it was only one die that got upgraded. Is it both?
No, it is the one, because the 2 was... Oh, I thought it was a d6, sorry, my bad.
Oh, no, it's only d4, so I think it's only 14.
Correct, yeah.
Hmm.
That's okay. Sorry, man.
But
that's
well, that's
still a crit.
that's still a nice crit, yeah. And he's gonna he's gonna mark it, obviously, trying to protect Walrus. And it's gonna swing another time. Oh, 19 damage.
It's alright.
Yeah, and then for 10 damage.
Okay. Nice.
And he drew both his weapons. I don't know if he has a bonus action for this.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, this is the roll. And it has minus... Oh, because it's an offhand, it doesn't get the full proficiency, right?
I mean...
Or is that only damage? Okay.
It's just damage.
It's only damage, okay. So this damage is 1d4 plus 1 instead. So I'll just roll that manually. Roll 1d4 plus 1. That's only 3 damage, but that also counts.
Okay. Anything else?
Dusty just trying to sort of like position himself between Varus and the thing, but the corpses make it really difficult to dance around and even move. So he's just sort of like positioning himself between them.
Okay. Alright then, that brings us to Valrus.
Going to stay there just in case he needs to run up close to it and give out a dissonant whistle and summon his hound as a bonus action.
Okay.
Well, that should even the playing field.
Really? Yeah.
Oh.
I wanted to be
Hello.
directly opposite to Dusted. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. Because it's a large creature.
Yeah.
Where do you want
So I
it?
wanted to...
Can you move him?
We'll put it... Yes, I can. Put him right there.
Okay. Avoiding the difficult terrain.
Not quite. I don't know if it...
And
Yeah, I don't know.
he goes on your turn or directly after, does he? Or does he have disadvantage?
I believe it is either initiative or directly after. I have it... Doesn't say on my sheet. It only says what it is, but I have it. It appears. Yada yada yada. Roll initiative for it. There we go.
Okay.
I will roll initiative for the hound. Where's the d20? There we go. That's fine. Plus 2, I guess, so 5.
5. I added into the tracker and now got a 3. Awesome.
That should be fine. And then as my action, I would like to cast slow
Slow. Okay.
on the beast.
Remind me, is that area effect or is that single creature? And
It's
concept?
both. It's an area where I pick creatures.
Pick 6 creatures.
Yeah.
So you're just
Up
gonna
to.
choose... So it is
The
it's
big
both.
boy.
So you're just gonna choose the
And-
big boy, yeah?
Yes, and since it is 5 feet from my hound, it has disadvantage on the save.
Oh. And it has to save wisdom.
Yes.
Okay. So...
Hoping it's not very wise.
Here
That fails.
we go. Alright. Fails his save. And I believe he only gets 1 attack.
Yep. Can't take reactions. AC minus 2, I think. I'll bring it up. And actually,
No, slow.
Yeah, that should really be a status effect that you can get.
frustrating that I can't.
There's a haste.
The button doesn't exist
Mm.
for me. Yeah, -2 penalty to AC and dex saving throws. Can't use reactions. Can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the abilities or magic items, it can make only 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn. And I assume it cannot spellcast anyways, so
But he gets his save at the end of each turn, does he?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No.
So that's the end of your turn, which brings us to the tentacle beastie. And he is indeed going to an attack as he almost leaps forward. That's me being slow, by the way.
Hopefully, yeah.
He is going to try and lean forward and bite you, Dusted, with his single attack. He gets a natural 1. And it's disadvantage, so I'm not going to roll that again. I'm just going to keep that because disadvantage won't get anyways. As these gruesome, blood-stained tendrils, knives for teeth almost just snap in open air in front of you. That brings us to the end of its turn, which then goes to Lunan.
You said we were both climbing together.
That's correct. So you're gonna spend your turn climbing, yeah?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do, or I'll say at the end of your turn you manage to make it to the top of the lip. So you've still got a bonus action.
No, I will not do anything in particular.
Okay. If that's the end of your turn, then that brings us to the direwolf. Falris, talk to
The
me.
dire wolf is going to snap at the beastie.
Okay. He gets his bite attack.
Yep.
And he is +5 to hit with 2d6 plus 3 damage if he hits.
11.
An 11. With the -2 armor class, it still misses.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to do then.
Good doggo.
Okay. So then that brings us to Vargo.
If we are both on the top now, and I say I do what I was going to do, which is let me get a running start and just guide myself before do the same jump Jelena did.
Okay, so you're gonna jump sideways.
I'm gonna try, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me, please.
Alright, I'm guiding myself for this one.
Okay.
Which I may need. Let's see. That's 16.
16 makes it, actually, yeah. As you leap across and you land on the other side of the ledge, which ledge are you going to land on?
The one on the left. I assume Lunan point at me which where Jelena is.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I go towards the chest. Jelena is in. Do I see anything in particular?
The chest itself is a deep black made of what appears to be onyx. The chest is closed. It looks very ornate. It looks like a rich person's chest if they were very flashy.
Have you tried to dispel it? I say to Lunan.
No, I could barely see it from down the. Oh.
Yeah, sorry. What was I thinking? I dispel magic then on the chest.
Okay, so you use your action to cast, okay?
Yes.
Will that be the end of your turn?
I suppose. Now, I say that, and immediately my first thought was, if the chest teleports away, I'm fucked. But I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah.
Okay, you cast Dispel Magic on the chest.
I do.
Nothing
Watch it, Lena.
appears.
Uh,
Nothing appears to happen. But that brings us to the end of your turn.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. Which will then bring us to Dusted Coal.
That was a third spell slot.
well, this creature is surely wants a piece of, well, all of us. So, Dusted just like his daggers are probably shorter than the teeth on this creature. But so he tries to dance around it a little bit, stepping over the corpses as well he can, and trying to flank it, the side of its mouth with the daggers again, taking two swipes with the +2 dagger and one with the +1.
Okay.
So the first one is a 17.
That hits.
Oh, that's great. That's 10 damage. And 28, I think, hits as well then.
Correct.
That is also 10. And then the offhand is a crit.
Ooh.
So that would be a d4 plus
The
5, because...
yeah, +4.
Yeah, so it's normally 2d4 plus 1, so it must be, on a crit, so yeah, I think it's 9.
Nice. Okay.
And I mark it again, just to be sure. So if it attacks anything else than me.
Yeah, okay. It's starting to look quite damaged now. Which, if that's the end of your turn,
Yeah.
then it brings us to Valrus.
Simple firebolt into its toothy maw.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me, would you?
Hit.
A 24 hits.
13 damage.
13 damage. Nice. Now it's definitely looking bloodied. Anything else?
That will be it for now.
Okay. So he didn't get. I forgot to roll for his wisdom save at the end of his turn, so I'll roll at the beginning.
Yep.
And that is going to be a wisdom saving throw.
Please fail, please fail, please fail.
I'll roll that to everybody. There's no disadvantage, so it's a straight roll.
So.
Oh, look at that! He fails. Okay. Nice. The bulbous smelling creature looms in front of you, Dusted. As it looks almost enraged that it missed you with its bite, it is going to swing one of its tentacles down at you now.
Oh, bugger.
With a 14.
It misses. Dusted jumps to the side.
Oh, it misses. Okay. Now that you've had a good look at the creature,
I was right, it is disgusting.
it is disgusting, yes.
Wait, it's its eyes inside its tentacles. Am I seeing this right?
Correct.
Ugh!
That brings us then to Lunan.
Yes. I guess I will also try to do the jump again.
Okay. It's a DC 15 athletics check then.
I guide myself.
Yes, please do.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Either. I'll leave it up to you to decide.
Does not work.
For the second time, Lunan, you plummet like a stone in the middle of the fresh air. I need you to roll a dex saving throw to halve 2d6 as you drop down 20 feet. As you try to duck and roll. Oh wow, okay. Go ahead and roll your own damage, sir.
Rub the salt in the wounds.
2 points as you manage to make it down to the bottom.
At least I'm rolling my own damage crappy as well so far.
True.
Yeah. Margot, that didn't help. That didn't work. Ow.
Oh my god, did you fall again?
Maybe.
I tried.
I think I'm going to add Yelena to the combat tracker just in case as well. So Yelena, roll initiative, please.
This time I tied the rope to the chest and throw it at Lunan. Still trying to figure out what to do.
Alright. I'm going to give Yelena a turn while she's in the chest, and then it's the direwolf's turn. Because you've had
sorry, Struder. Go ahead.
Lunan's down in the bottom over there.
She'll try pushing the lid open.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's been doing it the whole time. And if it still doesn't open, and even with turning the key it doesn't open, she's gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Aiming above her into the
Assume you've
roof
had a lot
of the
of time to
chest.
think about this. So let's go ahead. Send Thunderwave to the chat for me, please, just so I can double check.
Yes. Where's the? Oh, I don't have the button to send to the game log.
Okay, that's okay.
That's what I usually do. Hold on, I'll refresh. So I know that the menus can get a bit weird to hide preview stuff and then. Oh, there it is.
Okay, so a thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a
I don't know what it does to objects. Oh, well, yeah, unsecured objects.
In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you, and the spell emits a thunderous boom. So, as you lying in the bottom of this chest, you cast Thunderwave. It originates from you into the lid of the chest, and as it does, the chest doesn't seem to budge, and neither does the lid. The key, you can swear, almost seems to shake, but it doesn't budge or break.
Can I pull out the key?
Yeah, trying to turn it, the key is locked in place. It doesn't even move.
I don't know. That's my turn. I don't know what else to do.
Alright, so let's go then to the direwolf.
I did double check just in case. I think as long as the enemy is within 5 feet of it, it'll even subsequent saves are with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't save last time for his slow at the end of his turn, so let me do that before the direwolf goes and do it.
Oh, I think. Oh, you did at the beginning of it.
That was for the previous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it had another turn again. Yeah.
So I'm looking for this. So it's wisdom with disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I got a 3 again. Okay. So So he, wow, with the wolf in the way, it's almost as if he's going to be permanently disadvantaged. That's crazy. Metagaming alert. Okay, Direwolf's
Oh
turn.
god. He's gonna bite. That's all he can do. All he knows to do. That's 7 plus 5, 16.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yes,
he
16
needs to
hits.
know.
Yeah.
Very good. And
And he
that
gets a +2
is...
for flanking.
Right, 2d6 plus 3, I believe.
Yes.
Double check.
2d8.
Yes.
No, 6, yes.
Yeah, 6. What? 12 damage. And it has to make a strength save as the wolf tries to drag it down to the ground.
Wow. And all saves are at disadvantage.
All spell saves that are cast by me, so this wouldn't be.
Okay. It gets a 10.
That somehow fails. Oh my god. This dog is ferocious.
It's a DC 13.
Holy.
Yeah, the wolf.
Yeah.
As the wolf pulls it down to the ground. This creature is lying prone then for 1 round,
Nope.
is it?
Yes.
Or being knocked prone, yes.
Well, I think it's just, yeah, knocked prone. It can stand up on its turn.
Correct. But if it's slowed, it can only move or attack.
I think that's Tasha's Mind Whip. Slow, he can move at half speed.
Okay. Right.
Cannot
So then,
multi-attack is the thing.
that's
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to the top of the next round, and we can either do this round or we can end it there and pick up next week.
I think it's a good place to leave it. That way we can get time to think.
You might need it.
What is this
Seems
chest
like-
made out of?
Okay, so in which case then we will end our session there tonight. We pick up next week where we're running a dual battle. Congrats everyone.